Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Between our visitors and the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, let's get up to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. For the call, we bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Ready! 60 yards. Big gripper.
On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. That one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively. He was able to pick it off.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Under.
You ain't going nowhere.
Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. First down, Prescott. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it, baby.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here we go, 46.
Here I come again.
47. 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown.
Great job.
Juju Smith-Schuster, 94 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They'll set up to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's got his man, Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Mixon will try the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Line in.
Check, check. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Watch the safety creep. Take four, take four.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On second down, Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Go, get out there, get out there. Hey, kill.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. There's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. A shotgun give to Fournette. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Johnson's got it complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st down, it's Hines, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
27, 26.
Now Prescott. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who is open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Ready. 10 Lobo. X3. 218, chopper.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will
Watch coming, and he's taken down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
46, 46.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Ball try. 198. 26.
Prescott now. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Prescott. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 4. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Under.
I got you. I got you.
Hey, kill.
Mike 4. 26. Tighten down.
26.
Now Prescott. He gets this one to Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Let's go.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. To the air again, Prescott. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
2nd and 5. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan.
Let's go! Let's go!
So we reach half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go!
Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. What they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Prescott, and he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Desmond King making the tackle. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Hey, kill! 47! 26!
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and goal from the 1.
Push him back. Check 99. Check
26.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And they'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On the double. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Shift. And
now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
go. 60 outlaw.
4 down. Check.
Now.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is Mixon on the draw. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Joe Mixon. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Going to 54.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Switch it, hey.
Mike, zoom. Stop, D. Big stop, let's go. Mike 4, Mike 4.
Here we go, 46.
Mike 4. Who that? Who that?
26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Hey, let's go. Interception.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally getting a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him. That's been difficult for them all game long.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
They can't hang with us. Mike's 50.
Come. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Shoot.
This is Mixon.
Check nickel.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. They'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But you know, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams. They put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team. Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the pressure legs in the 4th quarter, and they will lift when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Prescott, being chased out left. And he connects with Ebron. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take the total at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
47.
6 man.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check.
There we go. Here's Prescott. Ebron's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help.
And they are going to score again and yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So now the Steeler offense coming onto the field. They'll try to add two more. Following the interception, here's Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
54. I'm coming.
Get it.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw here. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They set up the throw to Mixon on a check down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
A big offensive experience.